Today, we're diving into the latest news on the UK's Border Security, Asylum and Immigration Bill. The Joint Committee on Human Rights just dropped a bombshell report, urging the government to tighten this bill to target smugglers, not victims. Let's break it down. What's the bill about? The Border Security, Asylum and Immigration Bill is the UK government's latest move to crack down on illegal migration. It aims to strengthen border controls, speed up asylum processing, and impose harsher penalties on people's smugglers. Sounds good, right? But here's the catch. The JCHR says the current draft could end up punishing vulnerable refugees and victims of modern slavery instead of the criminals running these operations. On June 20th, 2025, the JCHR published a report calling for major amendments to the bill. They're worried it risks criminalizing people who've been exploited, like refugees fleeing war or victims of human trafficking. The committee argues the bill doesn't do enough to protect these groups and could even violate international human rights laws. According to the report, and I quote, "The bill must be amended to ensure perpetrators, not victims, face justice." They're pushing for clearer safeguards to protect vulnerable migrants while still targeting the smugglers profiting off their desperation. So, what changes does the JCHR want? Here are the big ones. Stronger protections for victims. Ensure refugees and trafficking victims aren't prosecuted for crossing borders illegally. Tougher penalties for smugglers. Increase focus on dismantling criminal networks behind people smuggling. Compliance with human rights. Align the bill with the UK's obligations under international law, like the Refugee Convention. Better asylum processing. Improve support for asylum seekers to avoid pushing them into exploitative situations. The JCHR says these changes are critical to make the bill fair and effective. The report sparked a lot of chatter online. Posts on X show mixed reactions. Some folks support the JCHR's call for compassion, while others argue the bill needs to be even stricter to deter illegal crossings. Politically, it's a hot potato. The government hasn't responded officially yet, but pressure's mounting from human rights groups to adopt these amendments. Meanwhile, opposition parties are seizing the chance to criticize the bill's flaws. Why should you care? This bill could shape the UK's approach to migration for years. If it passes without changes, it might harm vulnerable people while letting smugglers slip through the cracks. But if the JCHR's recommendations are ignored, it could also strain the UK's global reputation on human rights. It's a delicate balance, security versus compassion. That's the latest on the Border Security Bill and the JCHR's urgent call for change. What do you think? Should the government prioritize punishing smugglers or protecting victims? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more news breakdowns.